When we talk about celebrities, we think about beautiful, almost perfect beings with gorgeous bodies, stunning faces, and irresistible sex appeal. But like any human, they succumb to many illnesses that can affect their careers and, worse, their lives. Multiple sclerosis, or MS, is such a disease that attacks the brain and spinal cord in our central nervous system. In MS, the immune system attacks the protective sheath that covers nerve fibers and causes communication problems between your brain and the rest of your body. Eventually, the disease can cause permanent damage or deterioration of the nerves. Though some Hollywood celebrities are still able to perform and continue with their work and their daily lives, some actors move away from acting, either to take a breather or permanently retire from the dream career. Hi, welcome to You Wanna Watch, and in this video, we're going to talk about the 20 celebrities who have multiple sclerosis. Number 1. Christina Applegate. Christina Applegate rose to prominence as a teenager as Kelly Bundy in the 1987 to 1997 sitcom Married with Children. She is also well known for her roles in the television series Samantha Who. Throughout her career, the beloved actor has won or been nominated for numerous awards, including Primetime Emmys, Golden Globes, and Tony Awards. In August 2021, the star and the executive producer of Netflix's Dead to Me announced on Twitter that she'd been diagnosed with MS a few months before. She described her experience with multiple sclerosis as a strange journey and a tough road, but she is encouraged by other members of the MS community. In a subsequent tweet, she requested privacy as she deals with her new diagnosis. Number 2. Selma Blair. The actress Selma Blair announced in October 2018 that she'd been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in August 2018. Selma made her announcement on Instagram thanking Elizabeth Berkley Lauren, who forced her to see the latter's brother, who diagnosed her after finding lesions on her MRI. In June 2018, the actress spoke out about achieving 2 years of sobriety after being removed from an international flight on a stretcher after mixing alcohol and prescription medication. She also admitted to having suffered from postpartum depression for 4 years following the birth of her son, Arthur, in 2011. Number 3. Montel Williams. Montel Williams, a former talk show host, announced his multiple sclerosis diagnosis in 1999. "It hit me like a brick when the neurologist said those words, 'You have MS,'" Montel wrote on the now-defunct Montel Williams MS Foundation website. "I thought the diagnosis meant death." But Montel turned his fear into a foundation in 2000 to advance MS research. It distributed over $1.5 million in grants during its years of operation. He has openly advocated for the legalization of medical marijuana as an alternative to alleviating the pain caused by MS. In 2016, Montel started a medical cannabis company called Lenitive Labs. Number 4. Jamie-Lynn Sigler. Jamie-Lynn Sigler revealed to People magazine in January 2016 that she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis when she was 20 years old, nearly 15 years before. She claims she told a few trusted colleagues about her illness early on, but otherwise kept it a secret because she was not ready to go public. Jamie-Lynn stated that one of the reasons she chose to speak out was because of her 2-year-old son. She shared that some of her symptoms were she cannot walk for a long period of time without resting and she cannot run. She added that, while her symptoms had worsened over the last decade, she had discovered, after much trial and error, an MS medication that had stabilized them. Number 5. Jack Osbourne. Jack Osbourne was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis after experiencing a loss of vision in his right eye when he was just 27 years old and had recently become a father in 2012. The timing was so bad, Osbourne told the British magazine Hello, "I just had a baby, work was going great. I kept thinking, why now?" He has become an outspoken advocate for MS awareness, frequently sharing his personal experiences with others suffering from the disease. Number 6. Ann Romney. Ann Romney, the wife of former Republican presidential candidate and current Senator Mitt Romney, was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 1998, at the age of 49. On the campaign trail in 2012, she openly discussed her battle with the disease. She also mentioned how reflexology, along with breathing exercises and yoga poses, helped her to feel less tired and improve her balance. Ann established the Ann Romney Center for Neurologic Diseases at Brigham and Women's Hospital in Boston in 2014, for which she serves as global ambassador. The center funds research into a variety of neurological conditions, including multiple sclerosis. Number 7. Neil Cavuto. Neil Cavuto, a Fox News Channel anchor, beat Hodgkin lymphoma in 1997. As a result, when he began to experience blindness and tingling, he assumed the cancer had returned. When doctors informed him that he had MS, he was not relieved. In a way, it was worse. "There is no cure for MS," he explained in an interview. Neil, whose raspy voice is a symptom of MS, is still at the anchor desk more than 2 decades later. Number 8. Clay Walker. Clay Walker's prognosis was depressing when he was diagnosed with MS in 1996. "I was told that I would be in a wheelchair in 4 years and dead in 8 years, Clay stated in an interview. He went into recovery in 1998 thanks to medication and has remained healthy despite some MS symptoms since then. To help raise awareness and fund research, Clay founded the nonprofit organization Band Against MS in 2003. Number 9. Terry Garr. Terry Garr was at the pinnacle of her career in 1983 when she discovered she had multiple sclerosis while jogging in New York's Central Park. Terry tripped for no apparent reason and felt a stabbing pain in her arm. Terry finally found out what was wrong with her in 1999. After years of doctor visits without a diagnosis, she had MS. Terry revealed her MS diagnosis in 2002 and became an ambassador for the National MS Society. Terry says she takes a disease-modifying drug in addition to a healthy diet, exercise, and a good sense of humor to keep the disease at bay. Number 10. Alan and David Osmond. When Alan Osmond, a member of the Osmond singing group, began tripping inexplicably onstage in 1987, he had no idea what was going on. He was eventually diagnosed with primary progressive MS, but he refused to accept that he was a victim. "I have MS, but MS does not have me," he frequently says. Nearly 20 years later, in 2006, his son David was diagnosed with relapsing remitting MS, and like his father, David is a National MS Society speaker. David's song "I Can Do This" was released in 2014 as part of the Our Voice and Song campaign to raise awareness of relapsing forms of MS, which was launched in collaboration with 𝗬𝗏𝗏𝗏 Pharmaceuticals Corporation. Number 11. Emma Caulfield Ford. Emma revealed in October 2022 that she has had multiple sclerosis for over a decade but has kept her diagnosis hidden from all but a few close family and friends. Describing her first symptoms of MS, which occurred in 2010, "I woke up one morning and the left side of my face felt like there were a million ants crawling on it." Emma's father, Rodney Chucker, also had multiple sclerosis. Number 12. Janice Dean. Janice, also known as Janice Dean the Weather Machine, is a Fox News Network senior meteorologist and co-host of Fox and Friends. She was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis in 2005 and made her diagnosis public in 2008. Her initial symptoms were exhaustion and numbness on the bottoms of her feet and thighs. MRI scans revealed lesions in her brain and spine, indicating she had multiple sclerosis. Number 13. Walter Williams. While on tour with the O'Jays in 1983, singer Walter Williams, a founding member of the R&B group the O'Jays, developed symptoms of multiple sclerosis. He initially attributed the numbness in his toe to new shoes. He told Cleveland's The Plain Dealer in 2010, but when it spread to his foot and leg, he realized there was a problem. "I probably stopped in every hospital in every city trying to find out what was going on," Walter said. He was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis within 2 months, but he kept it a secret for nearly 3 decades, even as he struggled to perform the spins and turns that characterized the O'Jays' onstage choreography. Walter began by exercising and eating well in order to strengthen his body and fight multiple sclerosis. Number 14. 𝗪𝗏𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 diagnosis. He's been touring with the band and recording new music, and he's planning to write a book. He wrote to his fans, "I am just learning how to be the new me." Number 15. Trevor Bain. Trevor revealed in the fall of 2013 that he had been diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. However, doctors cleared the 22-year-old to continue competing in NASCAR. "I am in the best shape I've ever been in, and I feel good," Trevor said. "There are currently no symptoms, and I'm committed to continuing to take the best care of my body as possible." He won the Daytona 500 as the youngest driver in NASCAR history in 2011. We are nearing the end of our video, but before we proceed, we would like to ask you to please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/c/𝗠𝗂𝗋𝗃2022 and follow us on our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/𝗠𝗂𝗋𝗃. Any support you provide us will help us provide you with more and better content. Okay, now back to the story. Number 16. Tamia Hill. Tamia Hill's multiple sclerosis hasn't stopped her from sharing her gift of music. Since her diagnosis at the age of 28, she has released 4 albums. Tamia admits to having good and bad days and finds it beneficial to maintain a positive attitude. Tamia also works to raise public awareness about multiple sclerosis while raising a family with her husband, NBA player Grant Hill. Number 17. Victoria Williams. Victoria Williams' multiple sclerosis diagnosis led to her becoming a source of support for others. Sweet Relief was recorded in 1993 by her musical friends, including Lou Reed and Pearl Jam, to raise money for her medical bills. She then established the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund to assist others suffering from medical issues. Williams performs her quirky country rock on a regular basis and describes music as a healing thing. Number 18. 𝗬𝗪cie 𝗪𝗵cie is an engineer who works with Drake, a musician. He's had MS for more than a decade and has learned to do what he can when he can. Multiple sclerosis prevents him from doing simple things like walking quickly. So, when his flare-ups subside, Noah doesn't waste time seizing the opportunity. He walks as fast as he can, just because he can. Number 19. David Lander. Legions of fans who remember David Lander as Squiggy on 𝗪𝗏 and 𝗫𝗄 will recognize his face and voice. Though he kept his multiple sclerosis diagnosis hidden for 15 years, he spent his final years openly discussing his experiences with the disease before passing away in 2020. And finally, at number 20, 𝗪𝗃𝗀𝗃. Talking about his multiple sclerosis with others, according to country singer 𝗪𝗃𝗀𝗃, helps him feel better about the disease. He has also rearranged his life priorities to focus on what is truly important to him. What do you think about our list? Did we miss anyone or anything that you think should have been included? Let us know your thoughts by writing a comment on this video. If you're interested in our other videos, just hover over the videos and just press play. Until next time, watchers, thank you for watching our video.